watching Dante Boxing Nation. You can follow me on my Instagram at SnowQueenLA.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So I told you in my last video about this situation with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Bob Arum, he said in a recent interview that he doesn't know what's going on with Eddie Hearn. He said that him and Frank Warren, they don't know what's going on. The last time they talked to Eddie Hearn was like a week ago. And when they talked to him a week ago, Eddie Hearn had told them he was sending them over a draft in 24 hours. And a week later, they still haven't got it. And then Bob said that Eddie Hearn has completely gone radio silent. And then he said, it's very possible that Tyson Fury may end up fighting against Deontay Wilder next, as opposed to Anthony Joshua. Now, that's what he said the other day. But now Bob Arum is saying he bets money. His exact words were, if I had to bet on this, I would bet that Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are not going to fight. Matter of fact, let me quote exactly what he said. He said, quote, if I had to bet whether Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua fight would happen or not, I would say no. Now, that's a huge thing for Bob Arum to say. But get this, though. It's the timing of when he said it. Bob Arum said this a day after him and Tyson Fury went to an arbitration session to work on mediation that stems obviously from the Deontay Wilder fight, the rematch clause that Tyson Fury was supposed to honor. Now, this is according to a report on Ring Boxing. So what this basically tells you guys is exactly what I've been telling you from the beginning. They don't want people to know that the holdup for this fight had something to do with the mediations and the arbitration situation with Deontay Wilder. But clearly, the fact that Bob Arum is saying this right after he went to another arbitration session, that he would bet money that the Tyson Fury Anthony Joshua fight is not going to happen. And before that, both him and Tyson Fury had a change of heart. Because remember, Tyson Fury, about 3 weeks ago, he was saying there's no way I would ever fight Deontay Wilder again, right? And Bob Arum was telling us all how they're not going to be able to stop the Tyson Fury fight, the Tyson Fury Anthony Joshua fight. And now we hear a complete different tune from both Bob Arum and Tyson Fury. It's crazy because Tyson Fury, he admitted about a week or two ago that he's spending millions of dollars fighting this case with Deontay Wilder. And Bob Arum just said the other day, he confirmed, of course, that arbitrations are still ongoing, and he said it's just a waste of time and a waste of money. So I guess maybe both Bob Arum and Tyson Fury, they're starting to realize it would just make a lot more sense. Instead of us wasting all this money and wasting all this time trying to prevent what Tyson Fury actually signed to do, which is fight Deontay Wilder in a third fight, they're now starting to decide it would make sense to just go ahead and fight the man. I mean, at least that's how it comes off. That's how it's sounding. Because don't get me wrong, this is boxing. Anything is possible. Even with Bob Arum saying he doesn't think that the fight is going to happen. In fact, like he said, that he would bet money that the fight is not going to happen. There's still a possibility that this fight can still happen before the Deontay Wilder fight, which would be really, really bad news for Deontay Wilder. Because as I keep telling you guys, if Tyson Fury is willing to spend millions of dollars to avoid fighting Deontay Wilder a third time, there's no guarantee. Matter of fact, I don't believe if he ends up fighting Anthony Joshua, regardless if Tyson Fury wins or he loses, it's hard for me to believe that he will take a Deontay Wilder fight after 2 fights with Anthony Joshua. And we know it'll really be hard to believe if he ends up losing to Anthony Joshua. And I'm talking about decisively, which is very possible. You know, I've been telling you guys for a while, if you think about it, Tyson Fury has not really been in the ring with any athletic type of fighters with rhythm. I mean, the last time Tyson Fury had been in the ring with a good boxer, someone who was athletic, it was Steve Cunningham. And that Steve Cunningham, who was a cruiserweight, actually knocked down Tyson Fury and made it a very, very rough fight for Tyson. So if a cruiserweight can compete with Tyson Fury just because he has the rhythm and the coordination, imagine how competitive an Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight will be. Now, something else Bob Arum revealed, which kind of explains the urgency of Eddie Hearn trying his best to make this fight as soon as possible. Bob Arum revealed that AJ's contract is almost up with Eddie Hearn. So this next fight with Anthony Joshua may very well be his last fight on the contract with Eddie Hearn. And Bob Arum is saying this is why he believes that Eddie Hearn is desperately trying to make this Anthony Joshua's last fight on the contract. But I tell you this right now, Eddie, with this whole arbitration situation with Deontay Wilder and you guys struggling to get investors to put the money down for sure, because remember, Eddie told us he had found an investor like 3-4 weeks ago. And now here we still are, not close to a fight being signed, and even Bob Arum and Frank Warren doesn't believe the fight is going to happen. So hopefully in the next week or so, we'll find out if Tyson Fury is facing Deontay Wilder next or Anthony Joshua. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elodiki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodiki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram.
An important message from Youth Fountain Laboratory, makers of VasoFlux and VasoFlux for Men. If you're over the age of 35 and over the years you've eaten pizza, dairy foods, deli meats, or meats with fat, you are likely to have some degree of plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. This increases your risk of suffering a stroke or heart attack exponentially, and no one wants such a catastrophic event to occur. Introducing Blackout. Blackout is made of all natural ingredients proven to help dissolve clots in the blood, remove calcium deposits and plaque from the walls of veins and arteries, improve viscosity of the blood, improve elasticity of the veins and arteries, treat varicose veins, and prevent the reoccurrence of plaque buildup. For more information, visit Youth Fountain Laboratory at youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856. And remember, to help unclog veins and arteries, get the Blackout.
This is Bobby, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Love that.